Authorities nationwide demanded reforms to policing following George Floyd's death. Many promises were made, but few things have actually changed.
ABC 7 News anchor and race and social justice reporter Julian Glover is here now. And Julian, did anyone locally follow through on those reforms?
There were some reforms, and we want to zero in on one in particular here. One thing that did change in the Bay Area was the creation of several civilian non-police alternatives to respond to quality of life issues. Someone having a mental episode, a homeless person found sleeping in front of a business, or just well-being checks. Oakland created the Macro program in 2022, and it's been growing ever since. So I sat down with the team to learn more about the impact they're having in the community.
These are the zones that Macro serves. Deep East Oakland is Zone 2.
Elliot Jones was hire number 1 when the Mobile Assistance Community Responders of Oakland, or Macro, launched in 2022. He's the program manager.
We quickly were able to move to citywide, and the milestones kept happening after that. We activated our dispatch system. We activated a phone line. We activated an email. We brought on additional staff.
Macro now has a team of 28 dedicated to responding to nonviolent quality of life calls that are not emergencies throughout the city.
See, we start here.
Raul Cedeno III was one of Jones's first hires.
So we've been building those relationships within the community so people become aware of what the services that we have, what we can do, what's within our scope, and how we can get people connected to the resources they need so they can take those next steps forward.
Raul joined Macro as a community intervention specialist and now supervises teams around the city, each made up of a specialist trained in crisis response and an EMT.
Mike, have a great day, Mike.
Data show the majority of Macro calls are for wellness checks and behavioral concerns, mainly tending to Oakland's growing population of unhoused people. When Macro was pitched in the aftermath of the murder of George Floyd, one of the key goals was to decrease negative outcomes from police responding to nonviolent calls. It was based on a program called Cahoots out of Eugene, Oregon. Community advocates pushed for a community-based organization to house Macro, but the city ultimately decided to give the program to the fire department. Oakland Fire Chief Damon Covington sees room for expansion.
I feel over the next 5 or 6 years, Macro will move to the forefront of what we're doing from a fire department standpoint, because the mental health challenges within our country are getting larger, and Macro is perfectly situated to meet those demands.
Another promise of the program was to reduce the strain on Oakland's 911 call system, which has slightly improved since 2023, when the California Office of Emergency Services found Oakland had the worst 911 call response time in the entire state. An analysis by the ABC News data team found of the more than 11,600 911 calls received in Oakland in 2024 that were issues sometimes addressed by Macro, the Oakland Police Department referred roughly 10% or 1,200 of those calls to Macro.
About 30% of our volume of responses comes from the Oakland Police Department. And if we are successful, that number will be smaller and more calls will come through the direct line and the email.
As it turns out, the majority, about 1,600 of Macro dispatches in 2024 came from people calling and emailing the non-emergency lines.
So since we're not coming in with a badge and those type of things, we got a more softer approach that folks can kind of connect and feel what we kind of do and show them that we really have empathy and really for them.
The program has now expanded to 7 days a week, running from 6:30 in the morning to 8:30 at night, with an average of 3 to 5 teams working per day. That steady presence is allowing for the team to be more proactive. Oakland Fire Department data show Macro crews responded to another 2,500 incidents last year by attending to situations spontaneously while being out in the community. But the team is limited in the services they can offer. They can't come inside of a home, no weapons can be visible, and they can only assist with mental health and substance abuse disorders voluntarily. And of course, shelter beds have to be available to move an unhoused resident off the streets, which opens the program up to some criticism.
Sometimes people will say, all they do is give out water and a blanket. That's what we're meeting people with at the bare minimum.
Elliot says this work is all about showing up.
And many of the people that we support, they have lost trust in the system. And we are chipping away at that trauma and trying to build them back to where they are ready to accept help. Some takes just a couple, some takes weeks or months.
Oakland's fire chief tells me the biggest concern facing Macro is, of course, funding. The program was created with a $10 million grant from the state. His team is currently trying to explore alternative funding sources so that Macro doesn't get added to the long list of programs depending on Oakland's general fund. As the city navigates this historic budget deficit, San Francisco, Santa Clara County, Berkeley, and Alameda County have created similar programs, though much smaller in size. So he tells me he's being, essentially hit up from different places all across the country that are looking to copy this program and bring it to their city. So we'll see.
Funding's always going to be the issue, though.
Of course.
Yeah, but they've got the experience to share, which is great.
Exactly.
Thanks, Julian.